Every person, no matter how wealthy, intelligent, or successful, carries invisible questions that never seem to find complete answers. They are the quiet thoughts that arrive late at night when the world has fallen asleep and the noise of daily life fades into silence. Why are we here? What makes one life meaningful while another feels empty? Why do kind people sometimes suffer while those who cause pain appear to prosper? Is everything that happens already written, or are we shaping our future with every decision we make? These are not questions found in school textbooks or solved by complicated equations. They live deep within the human heart, waiting patiently for someone to explain them. Throughout history, philosophers, scientists, religious leaders, and ordinary people have searched for answers. Some believed the truth could be discovered through knowledge, others through faith, and many through personal experience. Yet the more humanity learned about the universe, the more mysterious it seemed to become. We learned how stars are born, how the human body functions, and how technology can connect people across continents in seconds. Still, the greatest mysteries remained untouched. A telescope can reveal galaxies billions of light years away, but it cannot explain why love exists. A microscope can uncover the smallest living cells, but it cannot measure hope, courage, or forgiveness. We can count our years, but not the value of a single moment that changes a life forever. Perhaps that is what makes these questions so powerful. They remind us that knowledge has limits, while wonder has none. Imagine waking up every morning knowing every answer you would ever seek. There would be no surprises, no curiosity, no adventures, and no discoveries. The uncertainty that often frightens us is also the force that inspires us to grow. Every invention began with a question. Every journey started with uncertainty. Every meaningful conversation was born because someone dared to ask, why, or what if? The questions without answers are not obstacles placed in our path. They are invitations to think more deeply about ourselves and the world around us. They teach humility by reminding us that no single person possesses absolute wisdom. They encourage compassion because everyone is searching for something they cannot fully explain. Maybe the purpose of these unanswered questions is not to frustrate us, but to unite us. Across cultures, languages, and generations, every human being shares the same curiosity about life, death, purpose, happiness, and the unknown. We may never discover a perfect answer, yet the search itself transforms us. It makes us wiser, kinder, and more aware of the incredible mystery of simply being alive. As you continue this story, allow yourself to embrace the questions rather than fear them, because sometimes the most meaningful truths are not found at the end of a journey. They are discovered while we are still asking. And perhaps that journey, far more than any final answer, is the greatest gift we have ever been given. If there is one certainty that every human being eventually discovers, it is that life refuses to follow a perfect script. We make careful plans only to watch unexpected events rewrite them overnight. We promise ourselves that tomorrow will look exactly like today until a single phone call, a chance meeting, a sudden loss, or an unexpected opportunity changes everything we believed was certain. Perhaps this is why the unanswered questions remain so powerful. They teach us that control is often an illusion, and that the future has always been a landscape hidden behind a veil. We cannot predict whom we will love, what challenges will shape us, which dreams will come true, or which disappointments will quietly become our greatest teachers. Looking backward, many people can identify moments they once considered tragedies, but later recognized as turning points that led them toward unexpected joy. Likewise, there are moments of celebration that eventually revealed hidden lessons about humility, gratitude, or resilience. Time has a remarkable way of changing the meaning of our experiences. What once appeared to be an ending sometimes becomes a beginning, and what looked like failure often becomes the foundation for wisdom that success could never have provided. This transformation raises another question that has echoed through every generation. Do events possess meaning on their own, or do we give them meaning through the way we choose to respond? Two people may walk through the same storm, yet one emerges bitter while the other becomes compassionate. Two families may experience the same hardship, yet one loses hope while the other discovers extraordinary courage. The difference is not always found in the circumstances themselves, but in the invisible decisions made within the human heart. That mystery cannot be measured by science or explained by mathematics. It belongs to the deeply personal world of character, conviction, and perspective. Every day presents countless choices that appear insignificant in the moment, but quietly shape the person we are becoming. A kind word offered to a stranger, an act of forgiveness that no one witnesses, a difficult truth spoken with honesty, or a sacrifice made without expecting recognition may seem small, yet such moments often leave the deepest marks upon a life. Ironically, the world tends to celebrate grand achievements while overlooking these quiet victories of the soul. History remembers kings, inventors, explorers, and leaders. But countless ordinary people have transformed lives through simple acts of compassion that were never recorded in books. A teacher who encouraged a struggling student, a neighbor who offered comfort during grief, a nurse who remained beside a frightened patient, or a friend who refused to abandon someone during their darkest season may never become famous, yet their influence can echo through generations,